ready to shoot him. Today, we are going through the epic story of Ironman. Ironman, let's go. This is Tony Stark. Tony Stark. Tony is a weapons manufacturer. He makes weapons. He makes guns and missiles. Missiles. The missile in the background here is called the Jericho missile. It is a very, very powerful weapon. And Tony is selling it to the government. He stands there. Look at my creation. I have built the best weapon on Earth. But Tony has a big problem. A big problem. On the way back from selling the weapons, he gets captured and he gets hurt. What happens is there is a small Tony Stark Industries weapon in the ground and it explodes. It explodes and shrapnel, little bits of metal, all attack. They explode into his chest. He's in a lot of pain. The shrapnel starts to go in towards his heart. Into his heart. He lies there. He just passes out. When he wakes up, he thinks, what is going on? What is happening? What is this? Why have I got a circular battery attached to my chest? Why? He looks at the shrapnel and he thinks, this was my own weapon that did this to me. My own weapon. I thought I was selling this to my government to help them, not other people, not the bad guys. The bad guys have caught him and they want him to build them a Jericho missile, a Jericho missile, so that they can take control of the world. Tony Stark says, okay, I'll build it for you. But he does not. He first builds an arc reactor. This is an arc reactor. It has so much energy. He builds it to go in his chest to stop the little bits of shrapnel going into his heart. But he realizes it's more powerful than he could have ever imagined. He thinks, what else could this power? This is his friend, who is also trapped in the cave with Tony. And they both think, and they start getting to work building the very first Ironman suit, whilst the terrorists that have captured him think he's building the Jericho missile for them. They think he's building the missiles, but he is not. He is not, because he is very, very smart. He is a genius. He's a genius. And he starts building the first Ironman suit. And then he escapes. He escapes in the very first Iron Man suit. The suit is very strong. It's very hard. People fire guns at the suit, and the bullets hit the suit. They hit the suit and just fly off. Ping! It's impenetrable. It can't be attacked with guns. He fights everyone in the cave. He fights everyone in the cave to escape, so he can escape in his new suit. When he gets to the entrance of the cave, there are loads of terrorists with guns ready to shoot him. But Tony, with his new suit, has flamethrowers. He has flamethrowers. And he burns them all. He burns them all. It is quite crazy. It's very, very crazy. But he manages to escape. The next day, after Tony has returned home, Tony holds a press conference for his company that makes the weapons and the missiles. He holds a press conference and he says this company will no longer build weapons. It will no longer build weapons until I know they will not go into the hands of our enemies. He says, no. This man, the CEO of Stark Industries, thinks this is not good. This is not good. Weapons is how we make our money. That's where we make the most of our money. I like money. Tony, what are you doing? What are you doing? Tony leaves the press conference and he gets to work building another suit, another Iron Man suit, the Mark II. He starts to test it. He's testing if it can fly. If it can fly in his huge garage, with all of his really nice cars, and he gets off the ground, but then falls back down again. But he is making a lot of progress. And after some time building in his lab, he finally makes it. The first proper, the first legitimate Ironman suit, the Mark II. It is silver, it's shiny. It has the arc reactor to power the suit, so he is very, very strong. He has weapons built in to the shoulders everywhere. It can do loads of different things. It is the best weapon he has ever made. The second Iron Man suit. He decides to see if it can truly fly, and he goes for his first proper test run. And he flies all across the city. It works perfectly. It is amazing. It is the best weapon of his time. It is the best thing he has ever built with his genius mind. After Tony has taken it for the first flight, he goes to save some people. He goes to test the new suit out and save some people in a village. He fires missiles and guns at the tanks, and he saves all of the people in the city of Gulmira. He saves them all. He kills the bad guys, and he leaves like a gangster. I am Iron Man. Classic Tony Stark. But Tony has a big problem from before, if you remember. Obadiah Stone, the CEO of Stark Industries, he wants the arc reactor. He wants it from Tony so that he can build an Iron Man suit, because he is a very evil person. He's a very evil person. He uses a device on Tony's eyes, and it paralyzes Tony. And he takes the arc reactor, he takes it out of his chest, and leaves him there to die. Because without the arc reactor in his chest, the shrapnel, the little bits of shrapnel, will go into his heart and kill him. He's a very bad man. He goes and he builds his Iron Man suit. It is called the Iron Monger. the Ironmonger. It is much bigger than Tony's suit. Much bigger and wider. And it has more powerful weapons on it. The Ironmonger and Tony, they fight. They fight on a rooftop. They fight. Tony says, "No, you are a bad man. You will not have the arc reactor. This is not good." They fight, and Tony wins. Tony wins. He defeats the Ironmonger. He defeats him. He kills him. The next day, Tony holds another press conference with the film crews and people asking him questions. "Tony, what is this Iron Man suit we have all seen?" And Tony says, "I am the Iron Man. I am the Iron Man." I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Bye.